What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the RMB podcast.
Rice and beans, baby.
This is your host, Ian.
Co-host, MCM Manny.
And we're back. And just want to address the little hiatus we were in for the last couple of weeks. The only reason why we were gone was because there was a couple of events that occurred in the last few weeks. The first week was EDC for me. So I was gone for roughly 5 days, I believe. And yeah, so EDC was fun, great experience. We got a hotel or Airbnb that was on the outskirts of Vegas, so we didn't have to go through traffic at all 3 days. So that was the best part about it. We had our friend, he had his birthday party up at the Bay Area. He got 2 boats, which was pretty sick.
It's pretty lit.
On my end, what did you think about that?
Honestly, yeah, it was pretty fucking lit. We were on the boats for like 5 hours or so.
Yeah.
We parked them side by side. You had to like tie them up. And at one point, bruh, the fucking current almost fucking took me. That was such a fat L.
Really? Like, how far were I? Didn't even notice, bro.
Honestly, I was probably like half a mile away or something.
What?
Yeah.
That I
Yeah, dude. Because I remember
shit.
I went in, right? And then I just like was chilling. And I was like, all right, fuck it. Let me just chill for a bit.
Uh-huh.
And then I was like, oh, shit, I'm starting to get far.
Yeah.
So I just started trying to swim, bro.
Oh, shit.
And I was just stuck in one spot. Like, I was not moving anywhere closer.
Did anyone notice? Or I didn't even notice any of this.
Eventually, yeah, a few people noticed. They're like, yo, what are you doing? Get back. And in my head, I was like, bro, I'm like stuck right here. And I was like, fuck, like, I'm not going to move any closer to the boat.
Yeah.
Like, someone's going to have to help me. And then we had some friends that are actually pretty fucking good. Like, I just know how to swim enough to get by. I'm not a fucking
You're
pro.
not like an actual. Like,
yeah, I'm not a fucking bro type shit. But yeah, at that point I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill. Like they're gonna have to. They're just gonna have to come get me, like straight up. Like I have no other fucking option. I mean, it happened to another group, to another of our friends too.
Oh, really?
The birthday boy.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it happened to him and Luis, I think.
Oh, damn! I didn't even.
Yeah, they were stuck, so they had to get help.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so two of us. I guess total 3 because the first round it was 2 people. Second round it was me that fucking was getting taken by the current.
Damn, I must have been faded because I didn't realize any of that occurred.
Yeah, dude. And then I mean, shit, I look a little bit more tan now, slightly.
Actually, I did too. I think I got rid of like my farmer's tan a little bit, which is pretty nice. I was pretty happy.
I think I still have my farmer's tan, but
yeah, I think
oh well.
It's still there, but it's definitely more blended than it was before.
Yeah, but that was that, and then the week before that, I went to Universal. There you go.
Yeah. Oh, you went to Universal while I was at.
Yeah. Well, you were at EDC. I went to Universal for one day, and it was pretty cool. Main reason why I wanted to go, or main area that I was excited for, was the Super Mario area.
Oh yeah, the new Super Mario Bros. Land.
Yeah, because I watched the Super Mario movie, and I thought that shit was lit.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go there, but it was like 2 sections. For one, you had to be in the virtual line, and the virtual line was sold out. Damn. The second one had like a 180-minute wait. Yeah. So it's like 3 hours, bro. I'm not gonna wait 3 fucking
hours.
Just to
get into the land,
honestly,
Mario Park?
I don't know. I know there was 2 different lines, so we just didn't even attempt going in that area because we're like, all right, fuck it. But I think you could still walk around, which is where I fucked up. I should have at least walked around.
To like at least get into the land?
Yeah, to like at least see it. Yeah. But I didn't even.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised because it's so new and that everyone's like on that hype train. I wouldn't be surprised if those lines are just to get into the park of Super Mario Bros.
Honestly, I'm not too sure. I just gave up once I saw the sold out and the 180. I was like, all right, fuck it, somewhere else. Yeah. But yeah, I was so excited because of the fucking Super Mario Bros. Movie. That shit was lit. I saw it in my hometown with my baby brother. Mm-hmm. And have you seen it?
I have seen it. Yeah, that movie was like, the story wasn't, out of the ordinary, or it wasn't extraordinary. It wasn't like an Oscar-winning, story. Which I mean, obviously it's not going to because it's the Super Mario Bros.
Mm-hmm.
I think it did well on the characters because that's what's important. The animation was fucking nice.
The animation was pretty cool.
Yeah, and they're pretty much setting up a Mario Bros. Universe. Yeah. So because the first movie did so fucking well that I don't know if you stayed for the end credits scene.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Yoshi.
Yeah, the fucking Yoshi. I was like, okay, nice.
Yeah, the one thing that I thought was still a little like weird. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like, I guess, weird, but it was, I wasn't expecting it was that they were gonna be from like New York, like.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck? They're supposed to be like Italian. I guess they still are Italian.
Yeah, I think because they adapted from they adapted from like the original story, that the Mario Bros movie that came out like 1970.
Oh, the actual like human people.
Yeah, so they follow that story.
Oh, I don't even know that. I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, but I mean I haven't either, but I just know.
You heard about it?
I just know because that was the only previous Mario Bros like film or live action. So, that's what I heard was it was like the same plot as this one.
Okay.
Would you say that was the one knock on it, the movie?
Yeah, that's the only thing that I was able to think of. Like, I don't know how I felt about it, because it was just really unexpected. But at the same time, it's not like super surprising,
right?
Because there's a lot of movies that take place in New York or like Los Angeles. But that so far, I feel like this year that's been my favorite movie. Yeah, I haven't really gone to too many, but
I was gonna say like I'm surprised you didn't say the one knack for the Super Mario Bros. Was Seth Rogen playing Donkey Kong.
Honestly, I didn't even really notice.
Really? Oh, for me, I don't know because I watched a lot of Seth Rogen movies. Mm-hmm. Because the thing is, a lot of the actors that were voice acting these characters, they put their little spin on it and like what they thought the characters would sound like. Seth Rogen just did his normal voice, and he did his iconic laugh. I don't know if you know.
I didn't even catch that.
Really?
Yeah. I did not notice Seth Rogen was fucking voicing him.
Yeah. Well, it was just very weird.
Yeah.
Like, it was just weird that seeing all these characters, and then when Donkey Kong pulled up,
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, it's just Seth Rogen, and you hear his little. And I was like,
little stoner laugh.
Yeah, I didn't think it was like bad, but I just thought it was very, like, off-putting. I guess like it just didn't really fit.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I mean that totally makes sense, but honestly, I just didn't even catch it.
Oh shit! Okay, maybe
straight up didn't.
He was a good casting then. Yeah. If you weren't able to notice it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I should have. Now I feel like I'm gonna fucking watch this. Like,
if you watch it again,
honestly, I'm gonna look up videos just to fucking hear it.
Yeah, honestly, it was kind of funny because he did it like multiple times. I think after like the third or fourth time he did it, I was kind of used to already, and I was just like, okay, this is kind of funny.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
Great movie.
How about you?
Ooh, like my favorite movie
so far
for 2023. Honestly, I would have to say it would be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Ooh, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
I recommend you see it. I mean, I think majority of people have seen it, but I recommend, if you're watching this, watch Guardians 3. But this movie was, it wasn't like your basic superhero movie. You kind of follow one of the characters, Rocket Raccoon. Uh-huh. And the movie, James Gunn, the director, legit made you feel sorry for the CGI raccoon. Like, his backstory was so fucking sad. I legit cried.
Really?
Yeah.
Honestly, I was not. I heard you mention before that you cried for a part, but I expected it to be like someone died or something.
No, I cried for Rocket Raccoon.
Backstory.
Dude, that's how well directed James Gunn, or how well of a director James Gunn is that he literally made the whole fan base or whoever watched the movie cry over a CGI raccoon character. Damn. And we cared so much about him. Like, by the end of the movie, you're just happy to where, he ended up from where he started, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, the movie's well written, has this funny moments, but it also has like a lot of serious moments. And that's what Marvel recently has been got a lot of hate for. Because I don't know if you've probably seen like some Disney Marvel shows, but they all been getting hate because they've been in too much comedy, trying to be too funny and trying to be kind of woke.
I haven't. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of shit go down.
Have you seen She-Hulk?
I haven't seen it,
okay,
but
don't watch it. Don't watch it. But
I saw it was getting a lot of hate.
Yeah, I think.
Was it like Megan Thee Stallion in there or something?
Yeah, I think that show just culminates like what, like Marvel, like they're trying to force, all these agendas, like trying to force this comedy down our throat. But it's like with Guardians, I think they went back to their roots. There is comedy, but it's more, it works. It's not like forced. Mm-hmm. So that's what I like about this movie. Guardians 3 definitely got Marvel back on the right track because they were taking some fat L's recently.
Really?
Or not fat, but they were taking L's with their last few movies. They were because they were like all hyped and they all like kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
But I think this movie really went back on the right track.
That's good for Marvel.
Yeah. But speaking of superhero movies, I wanted to just bring this up. We could talk about it for a couple minutes, but since it's coming out Friday on June 2nd, I don't know if you heard, but Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is coming out.
I heard it was coming out soon. I just didn't know it was this fucking Friday.
I didn't know it was this Friday until this morning, too. Until I saw the Rotten Tomato scores came in. I was like, oh, shit, this is coming out this week?
How are the Rotten Tomato scores, actually?
It's at 94%, I think. Yeah.
Pretty fucking good.
But apparently, so there was an early screening with the critics and a lot of superhero fan YouTube channels and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They all have watched it already. And people saying that this is the best Spider-Man movie of all time.
No,
yeah. So better than Spider-Man 1, better than Spider-Man 2, the original 2, better than No Way Home, better than the first Into the Spider-Verse movie. And I'm like, okay, that's
a big fucking
that's some big shit that it's okay, well, I'm definitely now intrigued on this movie. Before, I knew it was gonna be good because Into the Spider-Verse that movie was hella good. I don't know if you watched that movie.
Yeah, I watched it when it first came out. I think I watched it in the movie theaters, but I have a horrible memory. I forgot how it fucking went.
Yeah, I think I've watched it last year. So my memory of it is still pretty intact. But yeah, I mean that's the first animation. I don't know if it's the first, but it won a lot of Oscars. That specific movie.
Oscars? Damn.
Yeah, and it's that, good. And that movie kind of cultivated a lot of animes or animation movies that are coming out soon.
Yeah.
To kind of follow their animation style, because their animation style is very comic-y.
Yeah. It's it's legit a fucking comic book or something.
And I know the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie that's coming out is copying their animation style. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah, so they kind of paved the way recently for this new style for a lot of animation movies. So I'm excited for Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know if you're gonna watch it or if you're interested.
I might. Honestly, I'll probably watch it once it's
kind of died down a little bit
in Disney Plus or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I don't know if it's because it's through Sony.
It's not.
Yeah. So basically, it's the only Spider-Man you'll see on Disney Plus is through Tom Holland Spider-Man, the MCU Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You'll only see those because they're part of the Disney MCU timeline. But with this Sony, it's all Sony, so you won't see it on Disney Plus.
That's so complicated.
Yeah. I mean, shit, we'll see it. Maybe we'll see it eventually. If there's time, could probably catch it. Because I'm very intrigued now because people are saying it's better than Spider-Man 1 and 2. Those are the goats.
Those are iconic.
That's the goats of Spider-Man movies.
I remember watching those, and I don't know. Honestly, looking back at it, I feel like those have got to be my favorite, fucking superhero, I guess you could say, group of movies, the original Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the third one is kind of iffy, but
that's the Venom one.
That's the Venom one. Yeah.
That one is iffy.
That was iffy, but I mean, it wasn't that bad as people were hating on it. But the first two were goated.
Yeah, for the Venom one, that's when he has that dancing scene, right? Yeah. That shit's a fucking meme, bro.
Fucking Bully Maguire, bro. That shit's so funny. But yeah, excited to see it. Was there any other movies that came out recently that you kind of want to talk about?
Well, honestly, I don't even know if this came out yet. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's come out yet. The Fast X movie?
Oh yeah, I think it came out.
It came out.
It came out already.
Shit,
yeah.
I didn't even know it had come out. But I was just gonna say that I just think it's so fucking bullshit that they're still making these.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what's crazy? So Fast X originally was supposed to be a 2-part finale, where just part 1, which was this one, and then part 2 would come out I think a year or two. But apparently Vin Diesel, when this movie was released at the red carpet, he announced that it's gonna be a 3-part finale.
Bruh.
And I was like, what the fuck? You added another part to this shit?
Even this fucking one I thought was fucking more than enough.
Yeah.
Now they're making 2 more.
Yeah, so they're having 3 parts in this final Fast X. I guess it's now its own trilogy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, at that point, if you're just gonna add another part, because I know damn well Vin Diesel and all the creators of the Fast and Furious franchise, they want to keep making it. You know,
I mean, it's making them fucking money.
it is like apparently this one has made the most opening box office weekend from all the other movies.
This one?
Yeah, this one specifically made the most out of like all of them.
Oh my god, bro!
Yeah.
I feel like every single one that comes out, it just keeps happening. Like, oh, it just broke it again, it again. So I see why they're fucking doing it because of the money, but
but I'm just like, if you're gonna do it, just like don't call it that this is the end trilogy. Just be like, all right, this is 10, next one's 11. Just continue it.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I feel like they should. I personally think they should go back to the roots. Like I like 1 and 2. Yeah, 2 is actually my favorite fucking.
That's
movie.
Tokyo Drift, right?
No,
or not?
2.
Tokyo Drift is 3.
2 is Too Fast and Furious.
Tokyo Drift was 3 or 4.
I think it was 3.
I like Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I think Tokyo Drift is pretty cool. Like the first 3 were fucking sick in my opinion. Yeah. The first one just fucking started it. Too Fast and Furious is my favorite one just because of the gray skyline.
Oh, and then that was
Tokyo Drift was just cool because it's fucking different.
Yeah,
I mean it was all drifting and shit. They had pretty cool cars for the time at least.
Yeah,
but I was thinking like I wonder if they try to completely like restart that like series like from scratch. Like let's say someone made a race car movie in today's era. Like, do you think it would even do well?
I don't even know.
Probably not. Huh?
I think that's why they changed it to like this fucking superhero type shit.
Yeah.
Because I think back in the day, in like the early '90s and earlier, I think a lot of people were into like race car driving, like fucking. I mean, that's where stick shift was like hella popular. A lot of people were driving stick, but nowadays no one even knows about stick really.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of rare to see someone driving stick. So
but
I don't think it's gonna do well, to be honest.
I feel like,
but who knows?
I feel like it won't do, of course, box office numbers like this.
Yeah.
But like, there's still a fan base of like race cars out there, like Supras. You know how they're so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Like the Skylines, now that they're slowly becoming legal, like they have a fan base. Like there's still a fan base for like those specific type of cars for JDM type cars, but I don't think it would do as well. Like I don't really know how the fuck they would plot it.
I don't know. It's just because I mean, like with the race car thing. I mean, because it's like after you do one, it's kind of like what else are you gonna do? Oh, he's gonna race like another like top driver, and then you have to find another character is like the same thing. Probably do the similar story of like, oh, he has to train and like get better, and then race this guy. I mean, at least with this, like they're like superheroes,
bro.
So they do some crazy shit.
They just start off as a fucking driver of fucking Vin Diesel. His Toretto starts off driving a red RX-7. I'm pretty sure is what it is in the first movie.
Yeah, and
now he's just fucking jumping fucking across skyscrapers or some bullshit. What?
It's just so crazy. I think I saw like a Twitter of like some of the
Twitter.
Funniest,
you saw Twitter?
No, I saw on Twitter like some of the funniest like clips from the Fast and the Furious franchise. And bro, it's just insane. There was one clip where, Dom was fighting against the villain of that movie, and they were on the top of this parking structure. Yeah. And it was like kind of chipped and like there was some cracks in it. And then fucking Dom just stares on the villain and he just stomps on it and it breaks the whole garage. And the villain just falls down and he's just like staring at him. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then there's another one where they go to space too. And I'm like, the hell?
They go to space?
Yeah. They drive to space.
What the fuck? This is stupid.
Yeah, I think it happened on the 9th movie.
Yeah, honestly. Why do we fucking keep letting the Fast and the Furious franchise go so long? Just like let it die.
No clue.
Just let it fucking die. Don't watch the next 2 Fast and the Furious movies, please. Just kill it. We just gotta kill it.
I think at this point people are just watching because it's like it's gonna be just ridiculous and like would make no fucking sense. So I think people kind of like it for the memes. Yeah. And honestly, I think now that this was like that broke records in the franchise, I think the next 2 are gonna be even crazier. They're about to make bank on the next 2. But Fast and the Furious.
I'm over it, though.
I haven't watched this since like I think 7 or 8.
Honestly, yeah, I think I stopped watching like 7, 8.
Yeah, because I'm just like, bro, this shit's so fucking ridiculous. Like, if I'm watching this, I'd rather just watch a Marvel or DC movie. Like, literally, it's the same shit.
Yeah, basically, like I think I would rather watch.
They're fucking superheroes.
A fucking like an action movie, like a fucking any other action movie that doesn't involve fucking racing.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just funny though how it like kind of transformed. But I know there's another movie that I kind of wanted to talk about that has been getting a little flack as well. It's The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
I don't know if have you heard the flack that's going on with the movie?
Kinda, yes and no. I mean, I've been hearing like they changed The Little Mermaid to be black now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming there's probably people that are hating on it because of that.
Yeah.
And then I think I also heard stuff about like the ending being pretty bad.
Yeah, and I heard like the CGI really was shit. And,
really?
Like, yeah, apparently like the fucking this fishes look kind of like weird and
I haven't seen it.
So I mean, I haven't seen it either. If you've seen it, like let us know how it is. But I think it just kind of went downhill because of the whole race swapping thing with The Little Mermaid, and then it doesn't help when everything else part of the movie is bad too.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, the race swap to me, it doesn't matter, right? As long as the movie is good. Like, if the movie is good and you're like adapting the original Little Mermaid, when it comes to the story and everything, hey, more like perfect. Who gives a fuck like what race she is? Like,
yeah.
But if you do the race switch and then the movie is shit, I just feel like they just did that just to be like, oh, like, let's do this so people would talk about it, but then not have to really talk about like the other parts of the movie where it was like bad, kind of like have that be the main focus of it, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Maybe they thought like race swapping could
like help it,
could allow them to like make a shitty movie. Like, all right, let's just race swap so like
you wouldn't
to make
care,
up for like the
bad
parts of the movie. I don't know.
That's what I was trying to get at with my statement.
Yeah, that, or maybe they just knew like you said that it was bad, or like maybe they thought it would bring up the ratings or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I just think because if the movie was like really good and like been getting good reviews and stuff, like all that stuff is fine. Like character swapping or if you're gender swap or whatever. Like as long as the movie's good, then it's like okay, that makes sense. Maybe the reason why for the gender swap is like part of the story, it's like, oh, maybe explain some stuff. But if you're just doing it and then the movie's just shit and then, the race swap doesn't really make sense, it's like, why do it?
Yeah, I mean, like a perfect example is in fucking Black Panther. How they race swapped that entire race, like it was like the water people, how they made them Mexican.
Oh,
like, they weren't originally Mexican in the comic books.
Exits, yeah. I mean, I don't know. The character wasn't.
Oh yeah, the character. So I'm pretty sure they adapted like the whole fucking.
No, with society. The whole society,
and it worked.
Yeah,
like it was still like pretty good.
Because I think with that one, the reason why it worked is because there was so much like with his name, right? His name originally is just Namor in the comics, but they switched him to more, to be Mexican, right? And then his name, they pronounced it Namor, which is like, I think, I don't know what the translation is in Spanish.
It's supposed to be like some sort of Aztec connection, I think.
Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's like
Mayan or something.
Yeah, that's like a good race swap because it's like his name was the same, but they pronounced it and then made it a meaning from like that culture. So that kind of like, I kind of enjoy that because it's like implemented in the story and it's like they changed it in a good way,
Yeah.
But I don't know if The Little Mermaid did that at all,
Yeah, honestly, like, maybe we need to watch it for ourselves.
Honestly, maybe we could watch it eventually and then we'll make an episode and we'll talk about it in like a future episode.
Yeah.
And then we'll look back at these comments to see if we still agree with it.
Exactly. I was going to say like, oh yeah, what we heard was right, or oh no, that was cap, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see. We'll have to make our own opinion on it once we watch it. But that's what we heard so far. And I mean, we're just giving our 2 cents from what we've heard going out online.
Yeah.
Shit.
But definitely we'll let you guys know if we do watch it. We'll, in a future episode, we'll make it apparent, and then we'll look back to what we said. Hopefully, we agree. But if not, then more power to Disney. That means they made a good movie with it. So, but yeah, I think that pretty much wraps today's episode. A lot of movies. Didn't really talk about TV shows, do we? Or maybe in a future episode we could kind of do like a lot more TV show based, because I know there's been a lot of TV shows in 2023 that we both watched, and a lot of good shows out there.
Yeah. There's a lot of good shows, a lot of good upcoming shows, like still coming out with episodes right now type shit. Yeah. I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Sorry for the little break that we had. Yeah, little hiatus. I think the next episode, I'm not gonna another hiatus. It's gonna be another. It's a shorter hiatus. Okay, I'm gonna be gone all of next week for my cousin's graduation, so there won't be one next week. But the week after, we're gonna try to go back to the 2 episodes per week. Yeah. And get the flow going again, because miss doing the podcast. Yeah, this is fun. Shit. Hopefully you guys enjoy our content. Fucking like, subscribe, follow, everything. Yep. And we'll see you guys next time. See you next time.